In the previous video of the Alcazar, we spoke about its design, the looks and all the features it had. And today on Autoshots, we are going to talk about how the Alcazar drives on-road, off-road, on some real bad patches of road when it's fully loaded. Let's drive. Right now what I'm sitting in is the Alcazar, which has the 2-liter naturally aspirated petrol engine. This car is mated with a 6-speed automatic transmission. Yes, the engine that they put in this car is derived from the bigger siblings of Hyundai like the Tucson and the Elantra. I mean, why? It's obviously bigger than the Creta, it's got a bigger boot and 2 extra seats. So yes, to carry that weight, they had to put up a bigger engine. Alcazar is finally not that car that is here to give you the feel of a king on the road. It's not a big car like the Safari or the MG Hector, but it's here to do some work. The steering in the Alcazar is pretty light and comfortable to drive with. Even having those 6 people in the car, you will never feel an effort, and especially if you're cruising down some twisty roads, it's pretty easy. You will surely feel some body roll in this car. I mean, why not? This car has the longest wheelbase in the segment if I had to compare it to the Hector or the Safari. So yes, body roll comes in, and it has a softer suspension. Talking about this gearbox, it does a great job of not making you feel this car has less power. It will downshift on time, making sure you have the needed power when you press the accelerator. Finally, talking about the combination of the engine and the transmission. I did get a chance to put my hands on the diesel engine, and it does a great job of hauling people. It is not as refined as the petrol, but you will not feel a big difference if you ever test drive the Safari. It's time for the Alcazar to be taken off-road. I am in the best seating possible with the ventilated seats on. This car is not supposed to be taken off-road, but first thing first, let's put on the 360-degree parking camera. I'm very impressed with the gearbox. The way it's coping up with this, shifting gears, trying to keep traction on the front tires. Second is, on this trail, this is a very simple trail. I don't think the ground clearance will be an issue for this car because it itself is pretty high. In terms of maneuverability, being a smaller or being a compact SUV, MPV, it is a little easy on this car. Now let's see how easy this car is to turn. Putting up the corners, there's a rock right here, I can see that. So I know I can make a U-turn pretty easily, and at such patches where I literally cannot see anything in the front, these cameras come in handy. It's time for us to take this Alcazar on some bad roads. So this is going to be our last, and then we come down to the verdict. And I'm very impressed with the refinement. Hyundais are known for the refinement, and yes, this car is very well refined. It is a little more refined than the Safari. Now that we've driven the Alcazar on-road, off-road and down to this beautiful location, it's time for the verdict. If you're a family of 7 or 6 and you're not interested in the kind of road presence a Safari or a Hector would give you, this is the car to go for. If you spend most of your time in the city, moving around in the city, then Alcazar fits in right because it's very easy to move and it will not make you feel you're driving a big huge SUV. Considering all the features that Hyundai is loaded in this car and a compact size, I guess if you're an urbanite, this is the car to go for. And finally, the big question, diesel or petrol? Well, fuel prices are soaring. Buy the diesel or the petrol, doesn't matter. It's a similar grunt. I'd say that's a choice you have to make. If you do like our content and you have fun, then please do like, share and subscribe. See ya.